mound of rubble, personal items, and destroyed furniture used to be the home of two Palestinian families in the herding community of El Mafagara until 2 weeks ago. One day, Jewish settlers who lived nearby arrived with guns, trucks, and a bulldozer, according to those who live here. In minutes, they say, everything was gone.
The first attack was against these houses. The settlers came dressed in soldiers' clothing and started attacking and destroying everything. We never saw something like that from the soldiers. Before, we received a warning letter, but this time, the settlers just came in soldiers' clothing and destroyed everything.
Hamanda says his family has lived on this land in the Hebron Hills for centuries, herding sheep and cows and cultivating olives. The settlements, he says, are getting closer and closer. And with the war between Israel and Hamas, Hamanda says things now seem to be out of control, with threats and violence.
I feel humiliated. I feel insulted, to be choked out, to be so badly treated. Not by Jews, because Jews, we have been living with them. They are good people, but by these Zionists who come from everywhere in the world, who know no religion or ethics.
According to the UN humanitarian agency Boechat, at least 15 villages have been destroyed since the October 7 Hamas attack on Israel, and more than 1,000 people have been displaced. The Israeli government press office and the Israeli Defense Forces declined to comment about the increasing number of Jewish settlers' attacks against Palestinian farmers. In the last weeks, the Israeli government began the distribution of thousands of rifles and handguns for civilians who live in border areas and in settlements in the West Bank.
We are going from place to place, giving out these firearms. This saves lives. Every rifle, every pistol that we are freeing up with the issuing of licenses can save a family. Every firearm, every assault rifle can save a residential building. I tell the citizens of Israel, go arm yourselves.
At this Bedouin village that shares a fence with a Jewish settlement, things are getting worse by the day, the residents say. They say they have been threatened to leave the area by the settlers and are living under a kind of siege.
It's 2 weeks. They came, settlers militia entered, actually invaded the community in a very horrific way, and they detained all of the youth in one tent in the community, and they were interrogating us very violently. It was like something that we just see terrorist people do.
People here say that before the war, they would call the Israeli police to solve any problems they had with the neighbor settlers. But now, they say, nobody comes to help them anymore. Boechat, VOA News, Hebron, the West Bank.